I recently received a question from a company who wanted to know how they could invest in not only the beginning of their supply chain, in other words, their green coffee purchases, but also throughout their process from green coffee purchasing to roasting all the way to brewing. My advice was that first and foremost, you should invest in knowledge and skill development. What that means is you should take courses specifically geared towards cupping first. You should be prioritizing cupping. Cupping is a skill that will benefit you throughout your value chain, from purchasing green coffee all the way through to brewing a cup of coffee or extracting a cup of coffee, extracting an espresso. So you can be investing in classes for cupping. You can be investing in a Q grader on staff. You also can be investing in a cupping lab, gear for cupping. You want the standard size bowls, standard size spoons. You want good lighting. And all of this will help not only with cupping, but you can also use your cupping lab for grading. Therefore, when you get a green coffee sample, you can take it into your lab that already has proper lighting and you can grade it right there. In addition to investing in knowledge and skills development, I also recommend some gear that will help you not only at the beginning of the value chain when you buy your green unroasted coffee, but also throughout. Some of this gear would be things like a moisture meter. I have a really good moisture meter. It's a Moisture Mac from Coffee Pro. Relatively inexpensive, $300 or $400. I bought it online. And with that unit, I can take it to coffee farms and it will measure the moisture of parchment coffee in addition to exposed Arabica beans or Robusta. There are other units you can get, other moisture meters that may not do parchment. If you don't need it to do parchment and you need to save that money, there are other units available. Another device is maybe a set of screens. They're pretty expensive, but they're handy to have if you're purchasing coffee based on size. Another recommendation would be a color spectrum analyzer, and you can use that post-roast to verify your roast level. One of the good manufacturers that I know of is Tonino, and they're relatively inexpensive, and they're done by the same guy who does Artisan Roasting Scope or Artisan Roasting Software. Marco, I believe, is his name. So these are some ideas of some of the gadgets or gear that you can buy to help you not only purchase quality green coffee, but also help you improve your roast, improve the repeatability of your roast, and improve the entire process throughout. For example, the cupping gear and the cupping knowledge and skills are definitely something that's going to help you throughout. I can't stress enough just how important cupping is. You should be cupping after each roast as part of your Q&A process, and you should be marrying that cupping data with your roast data so that you can go back and research and say, you know, in that roast, I stretched out, say, the Maillard phase, and what effect did that have on the coffee? Well, if you have your cupping data and your roast data in the same place, then that task is easy to accomplish. So again, you want to be investing in knowledge and skills development first and foremost. Everybody loves the cool gadgets, everybody likes to buy things, toys, but really the first focus should be on knowledge and skills. And then, of course, there are some really cool gadgets to have around, knocking around the cafe or the roastery that will certainly help improve your quality, your process, your workflow, so on and so forth. I hope you enjoyed this information. I hope it was useful to you. If it was, please do me a favor and give me a like. Maybe even leave a comment. I love to hear your comments, and I love to hear your questions. Please keep them coming. They're very good, they're very useful, and I do enjoy helping people out. And look for the next video.